Welcome to the Timmy Foodie Show, everyone. This is the Romesco Lasagna. This was super tasty. So get some ground beef frying off in a pan. If you're a veggie, use a meat substitute. Get a nice sofrito going with carrots, onions, celery, finely chopped, put it to one side. There's a Romesco sauce, roast peppers, roast tomatoes, whizzed up with some fresh basil. And there's a nice rich tomato sauce, which is 2 tins of tomatoes cooked down with balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar. Super awesome. Get the sofrito mix frying off in the pan with a couple of cloves of garlic. Just leave them whole. We'll give them a smash up later. The oil I've used was just what I had left over that I fried off the beef with. Loads of flavour in there, so it's well worth using. And then just season with some salt and pepper. Keep that sweating down for about 5 or 10 minutes so it looks about like that, and then add in your beef. Give that a good stir around and get it nicely coated and add in some flavours. So we're going to do some Worcestershire sauce, a bit of fig balsamic kind of glaze, which is super tasty, and then we've got a beautiful raspberry wine vinegar, which is a bit of a secret ingredient in this recipe. So give a good splash of that and give it a good mix around. And then once that's at that point, we can add in our Romesco sauce. So give that a good stir around, get it all nicely coated, and then we're going to add in the rich tomato sauce. About 4 or 5 tablespoons is good. We don't need too much because it is quite rich. We just want like a little tomato kick from it. Give that a mix round, put it on a real low heat, pop the lid on, put it to one side and let it just do its thing. Now we're going to get our bechamel on. So we've got melted butter, about 30 grams of butter melted down, and then about a heaped tablespoon of flour. That's about right. Get that nicely whisked up and nice and smooth. Don't let any lumps form, so keep whisking it around. Add in a little pinch of salt as well at this stage. I think it helps with the balance of flavour in this kind of sauce to get that seasoning in early. And then keep cooking that down for about 5 minutes until the colour goes a bit more golden, just like this, as you can see here. That's perfect. And then add in our milk. A good amount of milk initially, get that nicely whisked up. Again, keep whisking because you don't want any lumps at this point. And then it will thicken into a nice smooth kind of consistency like this. That's perfect. And then we're going to add in another good lug of milk. Let the heat come up a bit and then start whisking that together. So it's, again, nice and smooth. Make sure there's no lumps. Just keep it whisking around. And then we're going to add in a few more flavours into this. So we're going to do nutmeg and black pepper. This is really good for helping cut through the richness of the sauce. And then whisk that up again, and then we're going to add in our cheese. I just had a nice kind of medium mature cheddar and some parmesan, so that's what I used. About a handful of cheddar and half a handful of parmesan is about right. Get that whisked up, get that simmering away so it's nice and thick like that, and that is perfect. So now we're going to finish off the bolognese. We've got some fresh basil that I've just chopped up into there. I've turned the heat off now as well. So I'm just going to mix that in, and then we're going to add in a little bit of parmesan, not too much, just about this much, small, tiny little handful, and then a couple of knobs of butter. It's Lurpak, of course, and then pop the lid on, put it to one side, give it 5 minutes, and then mix it all together, and then it gives you this real rich, unctuous kind of sauce. So let's start building the lasagna up. So a thin layer of beef is about right initially, and then we're going to do pasta, and then we're going to do bechamel, and then just repeat that process. Put as many sheets of pasta layers in as you want. If you want less pasta, substitute some of the pasta sheets with slices of courgette or aubergine or something like that, or eggplant if you're American. And then just keep repeating those layers and just mixing it up. Add in some, a layer of mozzarella if you want, or some fresh tomato, or whatever you want really. And just keep layering it up, but just always make sure you finish with mince, then pasta, then bechamel. That's a really good kind of final layer to do. Give that a wipe down to help with the washing up later, and then finish with a little bit more black pepper, a little grate more parmesan, because why the hell not, and then pop it in the oven, 180 degrees centigrade for about 45 minutes. Should get you to looking like this. And then let it rest for about 10 minutes and it will solidify up a bit, and then chop it and then serve it out. And there you go. Super delicious, unctuous, rich lasagna. I love serving this with a tomato salad and like a mixed lettuce salad with a nice vinaigrette on it. Super simple, but so tasty. So there we go. My super awesome Romesco lasagna. There's some more videos here. Please click on them and check them out. Hit subscribe, like, and share with your mates, and we'll be back soon.